What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Tia Mowry is one half of the twins that was on Sister Sister, her sister being Tamara Mowry. Tamara is married, I believe, to a German man, a German American, but Tia Mowry was married to a brother. And I would say, I always will give a sister some props for marrying the black man, especially, and in my honest opinion, she had other opportunities to do something else. And she's very, very beautiful and all that. So I'll give her props. But you know what? I want to talk about this because there were some rumors that have been clarified to be true that she is marrying her husband, Cory Hardrict, who, when he met her, from what I understand, not very popular. So now this is very similar to, let's say Jesse Williams and Aaron Drake Lee situation, where she was doing very good in real estate and he was a teacher. But what they have said happened is this: ever since he has this new acting role on All American Homecoming, he thinks he's too big for Tia, feeling himself lately and all of that. Basically, and so I don't know if there's cheating going on, if there's everything going on, and basically Tia pretty much picked his ass up off the streets and basically gave him everything that he got. So now it's to a point where after she has built him up, he don't need her no more. That's one of the stories. But the problem for me is, if this is true, why is Tia doing that in the first place? That's my question. If these hints are true, and he's admitted it, hey, when I met her, I have nothing. So then why, as a woman, Tia, did you get with a man that didn't have anything at the height of your career? I think I know why. Because at the height of Tia's career, it might have already been too late. So another possibility for me is, here you go with the husband-son thing. And I want to tell you something, guys. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's excellent if her sister's doing very well. And, she finds you and she kind of cleans you up, and that can happen. But one of the downfalls to that is that you don't get a lot of respect, because whatever you got, she gave it to you. I'm not saying the brother didn't work, but I'm just saying that's what happens, right? And so you get this sort of situation to where, okay, I'm with her, I'm happy, but I don't like how she's talking to me. Or I'm not getting what I want to get out of the relationship. So now once I really get on my feet, I'm going to show her. And you'd be surprised how often that happens. You'd be surprised. And then as time goes on and that guy starts doing better and don't need you as much, he might not take your stuff. Now, again, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm just estimating. But here's what I do know. For all black men out there, before you get married to a woman, have your stuff together. Especially marrying a woman from our community. Have it together. You know what society has conditioned ladies to feel. The empathy is very low towards guys who don't have it together. They can love you all day. They can give you the love in the bedroom. But what you're going to be dealing with is a lot of problems. And when you want to be a man, and if you're a man that can't provide, you a man that can't take care of your wife, and you get what you got because of your wife, that's always going to be hanging over you, brother. It's going to be real. My brother has a saying. He told me like this: before you get a spouse, get a house. Before you get a wife, get a life. So there will be no hassle in your castle. I'm going to say it again. Before you get a spouse, get a house. Before you get a wife, get a life. So there will be no hassle in your castle. And if you black men go against that formula, you're going to be miserable. And that misery is going to usually end in divorce. Now, I know for him, he might not have been able to get to where he's at if it wasn't for her, and that could have been his blessing. I get that. I'm not always right on every aspect of something. But that's what we're dealing with. And let me also talk about this. People grow apart. People grow apart. People change. And people want different things in a relationship. You know, a lot of times men start off being very docile. But as they get older and start doing better, they want more. Men want more from what they're getting from a lot of ladies. The problem is how you start is how you finish. And one thing that is very difficult to do, if a woman has been giving you treatment for a long time and you want her to change, it's not going to happen in that relationship. Usually it's never going to happen. The only way you get change is to change the partner. Change the partner. Get that partner out of there. And sometimes it come at the cost of kids. And again, you know, my heart goes out to children and stuff like that. But again, this is why men need to understand what kind of man they are before they get married. Don't try to figure your manhood out in a marriage. Don't try to figure your manhood out in long-term things. Know what kind of man you are, what you stand for, what your boundaries are. And I'm going to tell you something. The woman that you're going to be with is going to appreciate you more. The relationship is going to go much better because you know what you want to take and what you won't take. Here's what I will accept. Here's what I won't accept. And for good boundaries, especially with women, it helps relationships go further because now I know what standard that I need to be at as a man, and you can follow whatever she needs you to do. But too many young black men get into relationships and stuff, and you're not developed as a man yet, and you grow to, and you haven't grown up. And relationships is about being mature. Any kind of relationship, business relationship, you as a man have to be mature when the woman is being immature. If a woman is being childish that day, she expects you to not be childish with her. If a woman is being petty that day, she gonna expect you not to be petty with her. That's what women expect from men. And if you're not that, she gonna hate you for that. Wow, I'm being petty, but he being petty with me. Why am I with him? Women looking for a rock. And sometimes it takes years to harness that skill. It takes years. It takes time to develop. This is what I'm trying to teach the young brothers today. So that you don't go down this road and then you have a woman that loves you, but you can't be with her because you're not ready for what it takes. If you want to be in the business world, in the marriage world, those are things that you got to do, work on every day. Things you have to put effort into every day. Checks and balances got to be made every day. Communications got to be made every day. And if you don't know that, you'll have problems. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate your follow that you do. We're out.